race fans, and welcome into the Xfinity Series preview show. I'm Alex Weaver. I have my co-host back, Jonathan Merriman, this week. Let's talk about Talladega. Crazy finish.
Absolutely crazy finish. Tyler Reddick made his race car the widest I've ever seen a race car at that racetrack. Took a lot of bold moves, a lot of evasive maneuvers to block both of those lanes. Worked out for him, ended up in victory lane, and hard to believe RCR had never won an Xfinity race at Talladega before that. Dale Earnhardt drove for Richard at Talladega, never won an Xfinity race for him. Crazy.
Crazy. We saw a battle between Bell and Reddick pretty much the whole entire race again. They're going to battle for Dash for Cash along with Chase Briscoe, but now the Cinderella story coming out of Talladega was Gray Gaulding. He's also going to be included in the four that are going to drive for the $100,000 check. All right, guys, we are joined in Studio 3 by Gray Gaulding now, who qualified for Dash for Cash. Kind of a crazy finish at Talladega. But let's talk about the opportunity now to go and race for $100,000.
Yeah, I'm super excited. You know, we had a great run in Talladega, finishing second with our Panini Chevy. But yeah, hats off to Xfinity for doing what they do. You know, I race for a small team, Bobby Dotter and SS Greenlight Racing, and to say we get to, you know, a chance to run for $100,000 is really cool. So we're just going to go do our deal, do the best we can, and hopefully those guys, the other three, have bad luck and we can get by and hold that big check at the end.
So Dover's a pretty treacherous racetrack. I mean, they call it a self-cleaning racetrack. If somebody goes around, usually a couple cars are involved. What do you have to do to survive that race, and what are some keys to getting around that place?
You know, Dover kind of reminds, it's a big Bristol, you know, and Bristol's my favorite track on the circuit. So every time I go there, I just try to get my car working very well on old tires, you know, because during the race, after 15, 20 laps, you're sideways pretty much the whole time. So me and my crew chief, Patrick Donahue, we've been talking a lot because now we're bringing a different car than what we were going to do before, and now, because now we're running for 100 grand, we're like, dude, we got to pull all the weapons out, do the best we can, and you know, just have fun with it. Like, you know, we've played loose all year. It's like we go out, do our deal, have fun, you know, have a smile on our face, and just go race our tails off. And we hold the check, great. If not, you know, we gave it our best shot. But the secrets around Dover, I mean, I like it. It's not my favorite track. I'm more of a short track, you know, Bristol kind of guy, but it's like you said, it's self-cleaning. So if those guys up in front of me get to dicing and racing, and I can, you know, stay out of trouble, and hopefully, you know, I can miss the big wrecks, because there usually are some pretty solid wrecks there. So me and my spotter are going to be on key all day.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing all of the action from the Monster Mile. This guy right here is going to be racing towards $100,000. All right, well, those four will be competing for the $100,000, but who has the best shot to not only win, but to get in victory lane?
I think you look at Christopher Bell and you look at Tyler Reddick. I think one of those two guys could possibly get to victory lane. I think they have the best shot at it. You look at Gray Gaulding, I think it's going to take a lot. I think those three guys are going to have trouble if he wants to get up there and win the $100,000. Briscoe, I'm kind of up on the air on him. I don't know. It could work out for him, but I think Bell and Reddick, they're the closest thing to a sure thing in this series that we have.
All right, Dover is always a treacherous place, and you said it so yourself, that it kind of drives like a dirt track. What can we expect from the Monster Mile?
I think we can expect at some point seeing a big wreck and a lot of cars caught up in it. You know, I had a chance to talk to a couple people this week, and they were telling me about how it's a self-cleaning racetrack. What does that mean? Well, it's so banked there, the straightaways are banked, that if someone wrecks, gets up into the wall, that car is going to come right back down the racetrack in front of everyone. You're going to have your head on a swivel this weekend. You're going to have to make sure you're paying attention to everything. The relationship with your spotter is going to be everything. So just because they're leaving Talladega doesn't mean that they're going to be off the button. They're going to be on the button like crazy this weekend. You got to have a good spotter. Well,
you didn't get to pick last week, but let's talk about who is going to have the best spotter-driver relationship and get a win this weekend.
Tyler Reddick doubles up.
All right, I'm going to go with Christopher Bell, 20. They're battling every single week, so it'll be a good show with me and you.
A little extra money.
All right, that is coming to you in the Monster Mile. We're racing at Dover on Saturday at 1:30 on FS1. We'll see you guys right back here next week.